Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm actually going to be doing a Q&A from the title. I actually went on Instagram and asked people to ask me some questions, and honestly I'm so surprised with the amount of questions I got, because honestly I thought I'd be asking my friends to send me questions because I'd have none. But yeah, thank you for everyone who asked me questions because it saves me rambling on for like 5 minutes. And yeah, I'm not going to include names just because I feel like people might not appreciate that. But thank you for everyone who asked me questions. You really helped me for this video. And I'm just going to get straight into the questions. So the first question is, what made you decide to start YouTube again? And the honest answer to that is, I feel like at the time, back in 2017, I sort of wasn't in like the right frame of mind to sort of be doing YouTube, if you get me. Not that I was like in a really bad way, but I feel like I just didn't have any ideas. My life wasn't that interesting. Not that it's a lot more interesting now, but I feel like now there is a lot more to actually put up on YouTube, and there is a lot coming up which I'm really excited about, which I'm not actually going to say, but I've got some really exciting things that are coming up which I actually want to sort of document on here. So I think that's the reason why. And I feel like when you're sort of not in the best frame of mind, it's really hard to sit down and like film a video and act like you're like happy and stuff. But you know, I'm not ever going to be fake and sit in front of a camera if I'm not feeling the best, and I didn't want to do that, so I made the decision to just stop. And then obviously when I felt like it was the right time, continue, and now I feel like it's the right time. So basically that is the reason why I feel like my life's a tiny bit more interesting now. Not too much more interesting, so I wouldn't be too excited, but I feel like I've got some good ideas, and yeah, I'm in like a good place now to do it. So yeah. Second question is, I get this question so much, like not even like on here, just like in general, and it is were you born in the UK? And the answer to that is yes, I was born in the UK. I was born in Portsmouth, where I live now. And I think I get the question so much because I have like a tan skin tone and my mum's English, which people get really confused at. But I'll explain now what is happening with that. So basically, my dad's parents are from Bangladesh, so that makes him from there as well. And my mum's English, so obviously that's the reason why I have tan skin. But because I don't see my dad, people get really confused when they see him with my mum, and they're like, why is your mum white and you're like brown? So that's basically the reason why I thought I'd put that out there. But yeah, I was born in the UK. Next question is, how tall are you? So I'm actually 5'8.5", which I don't actually think is too tall. The reason why people think I'm so tall from looking at my Instagram is because my friends are really short. So when I'm like in a picture next to them, they're like, oh my god, you look like a giant. And that is basically the reason why people think I'm like 6 foot. But I am only like 5'8.5", 5'9". So yeah. I've got 2 questions about my skincare routine, and to be honest with you, I don't actually have a skincare routine. I wish I did, and I wish I could be bothered, but usually when I get home from work, I just take my makeup off with a wipe, then use that micellar water with a cotton pad and make sure my makeup's off, and then moisturise. And to be honest, considering how bad my skin used to be, I really should have a skincare routine, but these days I just can't be bothered, and I just don't, which is really bad of me to say. So I need to actually start a skincare routine because, yeah. I got 2 really good questions about friendship, and the first one is, what does friendship mean to you? And the second one is, who's your lifelong friend? What values do you take from them that makes them special to you? And answering the question about who are my lifelong friends, I've got about 4 lifelong friends that I've known since sort of nursery, and they're Meg, Ellie, Lana and Claudia. They're my sort of 4 closest friends, and 3 of them actually live in London, so we don't get to see each other that much. And I guess what makes that so special is when they sort of come down, it does make it special because we've got so much to catch up on, and it does make you really appreciate them, I guess. But I really would like to meet new people, to be honest. I keep my friendship circle quite small just because I'm a sort of person that finds it really hard to trust people, because I have had friends in the past that sort of just take advantage of how much you're there for them and only want you when it's convenient for them. And I feel like that's such an annoying thing in a friendship. And I've always said to myself, like, if I ever feel like a friend isn't sort of putting in what I'm giving out, then I sort of won't continue with the friendship, if you get what I mean. Zodiac sign. If that means star sign, then I'm a Leo. I'm pretty sure I'm being stupid, but yeah, I'm a Leo, because I was born in August, so yeah. Favourite food? Probably chicken, just because I eat it all the time. Like, I wouldn't say it was my favourite food, but I eat it all the time, so I guess you could class it as that. But if I was to like get a takeaway or something, it would be a Chinese or a Nando's. So yeah, basically chicken. I've got a question and it says, are you still modelling? If not, what are you doing? And that is such a good question. I would really love to make a video about modelling, and the answer is no, I'm not doing that anymore. And there is a reason why, and I will be making a video about it, but not yet. But keep your eyes peeled. I really want to make a video about it because it is so interesting. The whole story is just funny. So yeah, I do want to make a video about that. But I am working full-time now in a solicitor's firm, and I'm not going to say which one, just in case there are some weird people watching this and they want to follow me home from work. But I work in a solicitor's firm full-time, which I much rather prefer than modelling. Do you have any siblings? No, I'm an only child, and sometimes I wish that I did have like a sibling, because I feel like it would be really nice to be able to like speak to someone when I'm bored. But I guess the fact that I'm close with my mum, it makes it a lot better, because me and my mum are so close, I don't really think about having a sibling. But sometimes when I am sort of like here in my room, like I do think, oh, it would be nice to have a sibling, but I think I'm so used to it now, it doesn't really bother me. So no, I'm an only child. Last question is actually the best question that I received, and it's something that I feel could get really deep, but I'm actually not going to be cringy and go right into it. But it's breakup advice, and to be honest with you, I feel like this is such a good question. Like, I would love to sit down one day and actually make a whole video about it, but I'm not going to. So to answer it shortly, I feel like in a breakup, like I've only been through like one serious like breakup, I would say. And I feel like in a breakup, you never follow advice that you're given. And I think that you do, when it's like your first one, you do want to do things that are stupid, and you do sort of, you know, you don't really follow advice that you're given. But I think the main bit of advice that I could give is block them off social media, because I feel like when you break up with someone, you always want to know what they're doing. So even having their friends on social media, I would say block them as well, because I feel like when you break up with someone, initially the first thing you want to do is that weekend or something, you'll be like, right, I want to see what they're doing this weekend. Are they going out? Like, blah, blah, blah. You'll be asking your friends if they still follow them on social media, like what are they getting up to, have they put any stories? And it honestly just gets so annoying, and it gets to a point where it's just ridiculous. So the first bit of advice I would give is just to block them off social media, block their friends off social media. As petty as it sounds, it just like literally is the best thing ever when you don't have to see their face on social media. Next bit of advice I would give is just have fun with your friends. I know that a lot of people say you need to get with someone to get over someone, and I think that's a load of rubbish, I'm not gonna lie. I really don't think that is the right way to go about things. It really doesn't work, and it just makes you feel worse about the situation. And also the fact that you're hurting someone else as well is just not ideal. So I would say just enjoy yourself with your friends, take time to work on yourself before pursuing anything with anyone else, and just don't sort of put anything out there to make it seem like you are too bothered. Like, don't put things out there to show that you care too much, that you're jealous, that you want to get back at them. It's just immature, and it won't make you look any better, like I can reassure you. So I feel like if I had to give advice, that is the advice I would give. But obviously breakups are hard, no matter how old you are, no matter how long you've been together. If you really like that person, it is difficult. So that is the best advice I could give, really. And to be honest, it really depends on what terms you're on as well. If you're obviously on good terms, I feel like it is a lot harder. But if you're on bad terms, then I'll just say, honestly, just block him and just, you know, see you later. So that is all the questions for this video. Thank you for everyone who asked me questions. This video literally would have been so boring without these questions. So yeah, thank you for everyone who asked me questions. And one thing I will say is at the end of all the videos, I'm not going to be saying like subscribe to my channel and like go and follow me on social media, because sometimes I find that gets so jarring. So I'm not going to be doing that, but obviously if you want to subscribe to my social media, it will be down in the description below, like after every video. So feel free to do that if you would like to, and if you wouldn't like to, then that's fine as well. But yeah, thank you for watching.